Hey Dreamy, have you heard of this movie called Fireheart?
Maybe. Who is it by?
The movie is created by L'Atelier Animation, the same studio that makes the movie Ballerina, which is also known as Leap in the USA.
Is this movie about someone's heart burning on fire?
No, it's about a girl named Georgia Nolan, becoming the first female firefighter since only men or boys could be firefighters, until the 1940s, or else the 1940s.
That movie sounds fairy-tastic. I wish Dreamy Letty. Or I was a firefighter like Georgia. Now show me some of the movie, please, Yeti.
Right. Now, here is a clip of Georgia Nolan when she was 6 years old driving a small fire truck, a Kia fire engine, chasing after a fire at the Empire State Building. She wanted to be a firefighter like her father used to be, before he retired to become a tailor. When Sean tells her only men could be firemen, Georgia pretends to give it up and follow in his footsteps as a seamstress, but secretly begins training on her rooftop alongside her faithful Dalmatian dog sidekick, Ember.
Wait, is she on the subway train tracks? How could only men could be firefighters?
Yes, Georgia was taking a shortcut on the subway tracks to get to fire, and the reason only males can be firefighters is because, in the 1930s, professional firefighting was restricted exclusively to men due to rigid societal gender roles, protective labor laws, cultural views on masculinity and physical strength, and a lack of station infrastructure designed to accommodate mixed-gender crews. Society strictly separated public, strenuous labor for men from national, local, or supportive roles for women, and firefighters operated as tight-knit, male-only social networks that viewed physical danger and grit as exclusively masculine. Now here is another clip. When Georgia was in disguise, as Joe meets the other firemen, Jin, a Chinese who loves to drive fast as a cheetah but suffers from narcolepsy, and Ricardo, a muscular Spanish with a passion for chemistry and physics who can analyze the source of the fire. With training, the three analyze the source of the fire. With training, the three become an effective unit, able to counter each other's inexperience and weaknesses with their own strengths.
Wow, how does a girl get in disguise as a boy? Now does Georgia, who is being a boy named Joe, go on a subway train to the fire station in Brooklyn, New York City, USA?
Yes, now let's fast forward to the next clip of Georgia. Being Joe on a fire truck or engine, after getting to the fire, they determine the cause of the blaze. An impressive chemical in a glass ball triggered by music, only one concert hall remains. Despite being not accessible to public, an African-American diva named Laura Devine has been repeatedly breaking in to rehearse her upcoming musical. When asked to leave, she refuses, talking about how her childhood in the Jim Crow South taught her to never take no for an answer. When she demands her assistant Pauline haul her into the air for another round of practice, the crank handle snaps off in her hands, sending her crashing through the floorboards, leaving her into a full body cast.
Wow! Now is the fire engine taking shortcuts to the fire in the theater. Do they fight the fire?
They might. Now let's fast forward. Again to the next clip, Georgia. Or Joe talks with Pauline. Seeing another woman discouraged about her career, she unmasks herself and tells her to go after her dreams. Unfortunately, Pauline is later fired by Divine and seemingly dies in the next blaze.
Farum Scarum, is the fire so dangerous and purple, and was that the African-American girl there with the girl next door to it there? And is the tall girl next door to that African-American girl Pauline?
Yes, that tall girl, in the pink dress with white gloves on, is Pauline, and let's now fast forward and talk about this scene where Georgia, who is Joe, using a fire hose and is flying around in circles. Now, let's fast forward again and let's watch a scene and talk. Where after suspecting first Divine and then the mayor, Sean and Joe, uncover the truth, the mayor and Divine are secretly dating because she's ashamed of being seen in public with a politician. The arsonist is revealed to be Pauline, a frustrated chemist and special effects artist who has decided to burn the city down in revenge for her many insulting and sexist rejection letters. They also find all the missing firefighters who have been hypnotized by the chemicals.
Wait! Are you showing that there is a purple fire ghost flying when you're talking about a scene, sister?
Yes. Now let's go to near the end of the movie where after facing down Pauline's final act of vengeance, Sean and Ember release the hypnotized firemen while Georgia goes to deal with Pauline. Pauline tries to get Georgia to join her in taking revenge, but she refuses, knowing her father meant well, and the fire in her heart burns for saving people, not hurting them. When Pauline tries to retaliate on Georgia after she thwarts her plans by knocking her over the edge of the platform only for her to grab onto a hose, now let's forward to the clip, where she almost falls off to her death only to be caught by Georgia, who tells her firefighters are one big family. Well, good thing Georgia is holding onto a rope and tries to avoid the purple exploding things. Now let's fast forward to the last clip where after Pauline gets arrested, Georgia reconciles with her father and becomes the first female firefighter, while Jin returns to driving a cab and hints that he hopes Sean might let him ask Georgia out someday. Then, in the end credits, there was a thing. That firefighters were not paid until the year 1982, or should I say 1982. Now I'm finished talking to yous about the movie.
That was fantastic, Letty. You really love talking to about news shows and movies, right, Dreamy?
Well, aesthetic, you would really go along with that ballet girl or that firefighter. I wish Eclair or Diggit should hear about this.